Welcome to the 2015 Rally America National Championship, combining some of the world's best drivers on some of the toughest stage roads in North America. Through 8 rounds of racing spanning coast to coast across the United States, through mud, snow, dust, and forest, one radio show is there covering all the action. This is Rally America Radio. All right, we're here at last service of day number 1, catching up with David Higgins, just pulling in. How was the car? Longest stage of the rally, 16 miles. How'd the car feel?
Yeah, it felt really good. To be honest, it didn't really feel as long as some of the previous stages. We had a really good rhythm, car was working perfect, and really enjoy it. You've got to be careful. There's some sections in there which get quite narrow, and there's some huge boulders on the sides, so you've got to try and keep it a little bit more middle of the road. But we had a good run through there. Didn't really go crazy, but the boys in front look like they've been having some fun, because there were some marks in the banks and down the ditches and things, so you can see they're trying hard. But we had a great time. Craig did an awesome job on the notes as usual, and a little bit dusty towards the end of the stage, but other than that, it was all very good.
Well, I know, you get to turn around and run that same stage again. May get a little tricky. Obviously, it's going to be right at dusk, I think. I don't know if you guys are going to make night. Is that going to affect you at all?
Yeah, obviously, typically the dust always gets a little bit worse, which is the biggest issue, but there's still a little bit of a breeze, so I'm hoping that'll be okay. But we're also now going to take our most worn set of tyres we've got to try and put them on now for this next stage, and to give us more options for tomorrow, really. So that's a bit of an experiment, really, but it's good to be able to be in a position where we can use that as a little bit of a test, because there will be times maybe later on the year or certainly maybe even next season when you have to be in a worse condition with the tyres. So it's good. It's a good opportunity to try it now under competition formats, because when you're testing, you go as quick as you want to go. You don't really know what you're losing or what you're gaining against competition. So it's a great time to see that.
Well, looking at tomorrow, I know there's only one service park, but there's a stretch where you have 4 stages, in a row. Looking at tomorrow, I mean, how's the car come into play? Yeah,
it's obviously tomorrow is very different. We've got some narrower stages again, so it's going to be different. But we've got one full new set of tyres, and then if we do this strategy as well, we've got then another really good set to go on afterwards as well. So that's really the key to do that. And tomorrow's a little bit more tricky again, because we have some of the stage up over the mountain and everything, so traction's going to be super important. So it's important that we sacrifice a little bit of our tyre today to have more for tomorrow.
All right, well, thanks a lot, David, and good luck.
Cool, thank you.
All right, here with Nick Roberts, just pulling into the service park. How's everything going? How was that long stage?
It was good. It was a fun long stage. I enjoy the long stages. It's just a lot of good seat time, and get to just kind of hunker down, focus on what you're doing, and have some fun. So I can't complain.
Yep. How's the car feel? I know, you guys are, diving under there. You got another 16-mile stage, same stage rerunning it. Car feeling okay?
Yeah, the car feels pretty good. It's a little loose out there because this one stage hasn't been run yet. So when we go back out, obviously it'll be nice and swept. I've got a little weird thing going on with this steering at this point, so I think the guys are going to take a look at that and before we go back out and put the light pods will go on in case it gets dark. And yeah, I think we're going to do a little tire change as well. I think that we were running the little softer compounds, which worked great earlier today, but the longer stages, I think they started to get a little too hot. So we're going to switch to just a little bit more of a medium compound for this next loop.
Yeah, I know, talking with David Higgins just a minute ago, obviously with the way the tire rules are and stuff like that, you got some stages tomorrow, long stretch where there's 4 in a row. You try and conserve tires. I mean, what's kind of the strategy heading into tomorrow? Lucky
for me, I'm an SP, so I don't have the 14 tire maximum rule, so I can use as many tires as I want, but we only did bring so many tires. So the goal is just to put our best foot forward tonight and then try to put a good enough lead on that if we got to make some compromises tomorrow, we'll be all right. But it looks like competition might have had some bad luck out in the last stage there. I think they had a puncture, so I think we might have gained a minute on them. So that gives us a nice cushion here going into the rest of the evening and tomorrow. So anything can happen. At the end of the day, anybody can get a puncture, anybody can slide wide. So you can't take your focus off what you're doing.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Nick, and good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we're here with Adam Yeoman, first car out on course and, pulling into the service park here. How was that 16-mile stage?
It's a lot of fun. It's the one I've kind of been looking forward to today, and it was a blast. Again, we're, first on the road and sweeping, so it's really loose, but, is what it is. We knew it was going to be like that and be faster going through the second loop for sure because we, lots and lots of loose gravel, but it does make it a blast. We're kind of full on the lock stops, top of the box, flat out, and so it's a good time.
Well, looking at the stage, you get to rerun it again. Obviously, it's going to be a little better conditions. You may actually have an advantage. Looking at things over some of the other cars is, still may be daylight out when you get to hit it, and later on, maybe dark for some of the guys behind you.
Yeah, for sure. I think as long as there's no delays, we'll hit it in the daytime, which is nice. And I've heard some of the guys in the back complaining about dust, so especially if it starts to get dark, it'll be tough for them. But for us up front, I think we'll be all good there. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the second run. Had a lot of fun on that stage, and really looking forward to the stages tomorrow.
Yep. Well, looking at the car, obviously guys looking at it here in the service park, but been solid all weekend so far.
Yeah, a few little minor things, but nothing major, nothing they're not taking care of in service. So, guys are doing an awesome job, working hard as always, and the car's been perfect.
All right, well, good luck tonight, and we'll see you at the finish.
Cool, thank you.
All right, got Brent and Kelly here pulling in. Just fresh out of the car. How's the stage looking? How's the car looking? How you feeling?
Feeling really good. The stage was a little bit rough, a little bit brutal, but I think it worked out in our favor. The longer stages tend to suit me a little bit better. Keep the concentration on. I know we took the time out of George, so we moved up a spot for sure. It's kind of close with Seahorn right now, whether we moved up ahead of him. I think it's within a few seconds, so feeling pretty good. Looking to kind of hold position where we're at tonight. If we can jump up a spot, that'd be cool. But still a lot of rally left tomorrow. This stage is going to be a lot more beat up. Probably see a bit more stuff getting broken out there. I know Lachlan had some issues at the end of that stage, so going to go back out, keep pushing tonight, and see how it goes.
Yep. How has tire choice been for you guys? I know a lot of guys, talking about tire choice, especially open class with the rules on, how many tires you're allowed per weekend. How's that been with you?
It's been good so far. We tend to run all of Adam's takeoffs, so he does a run with them, and then we kind of swap his onto ours. So it works out pretty good. We've been sticking with the soft tires. We've been running the same compound all day, and it's been working really, really well for us. Definitely suited us well this morning on the first stage, and we're going to keep that going.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Jeff Seahorn, just pulling into Service Park. 16-mile stage down. How's the car? How's the car feel?
It felt really good. There's a lot of loose round rock on that one, so it was kind of weird inputs around most of the corners. He set the car on real early, think he got a good grip on it. Then the back end, the car would just slide on top of the rocks. So we had a couple small mistakes. There was a right, it's kind of fast braking into a right one hairpin, and I kind of overcooked it because we put new pads on it. I think I didn't quite get the pads broken, and they kind of glazed over on the first section of the stage. But overcooked it, pulled the e-brake, and then stalled it in first gear. So I think we probably lost maybe 6 seconds, and then cleaned it up after that. I just kind of mellowed down and knew it was going to be loose, and then we nailed all the fast stuff on the way back out east, and I think we dropped 7 seconds to Garth and Blattner, which is kind of, I'm focusing on the regional right now because the top two guys are kind of checking out because they're kind of figuring out they're on a little bit different level up here. The roads don't quite suit me as well as they did at OTR. So, it should be good. The road's gonna have swept roads and go out there and have some more traction, have some more fun.
All right. Well, thanks and good luck tonight.
Yep. Thank you, Jim.
All right, here with Lachlan O'Sullivan. I know pulling into the service park here, you guys were looked like had a puncture or something, right?
Yes. Again. Darn it. Yeah. So 16-mile stage, just one stage in between service. All we had to do was run super clean, and it felt that way. And then all of a sudden we got flat, and we were kind of all over the place. And then we found out it's a left front flat. Didn't want to make right-hand turns, of course, so we did about 7-8 miles on a left front flat, and it was very interesting, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Tire let go. Wheel felt like it let go. I knew George was behind me. I dusted him last event, so we went in and I pulled out just to check on the tire and let George by. And sure enough, once the dust cleared, he was right there behind me. And so got him by, hopped back in the car because the rim was somewhat intact still. We had 2.5 miles to go. And just meandered on until the finish. Right when we went past the finish sign, the thing collapsed on the rotor. So the brakes were still good, but I had to put a new tire in to get back to service.
So other than wow, I'm looking at it right now as we talk. There's not much left. So other than that, obviously no damage to the brakes or anything. You escaped that.
Suspension damage, for sure. The wheel's crooked, and they're changing a bunch of stuff up front. I don't know exactly what yet, but brakes still work, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, we'll let you guys get to it, and good luck. Good luck out there tonight, and maybe you can make up some time.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll try our best.
All right, we're catching up with Peter Fratelli in here. Finishing up. Longest stage of the rally. You get to turn around and do it again. How's the car?
Car feels good. But we had problem with the dust right now. It's horrible dusty. The last one had a flat tire, and he stopped the few cars behind. So I think on the long stage right now, I stopped like 4 times to the 0. Like I couldn't see anything. So we lost lots of time. But we're here and we have one more stage to go.
Well, rerunning that same stage again, 16 miles, obviously, conditions going to get a little bit better. I know guys were saying it's pretty loose the first pass.
Yeah, like I think 80% of the stage is horrible or loose too. So the car just slide, everywhere. But it's what it is. We go.
Well, looking at the rally as a whole, I mean, going into tomorrow, you're pretty happy with the way you guys sit and how everything's performing?
To this stage, we was, I think, 5th overall. But now, just my co-driver told me, I think we lost that spot because of the dust, and we stopped. So probably we're 6th overall right now. So we try to push more harder tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you very much.
All right, catching up here with Antoine Lestage. Just got done with the longest stage of rally. You get to go around and repeat it here in a few minutes. How's the car handling?
Yeah, the car's going great. Still, we're battling with the same small problems we've had all day, but it's okay. Overall, the handling of the car is good. I'm going to change a few little things now to try to improve, but that stage is just a fantastic stage. It's my favorite of the rally, and it was very loose near the end, but we had a couple of mini moments, but overall, quite good.
Yep. Well, talking about this car, I know we talked about it earlier, this is really the first test on gravel. You've got experience in a lot of open class cars. I mean, how's this compare with some of the cars you've driven in the past?
Oh, it's really good. It's definitely it's got the good stuff in it and good technology, and the Rocket Rally guys did a great job. So, no, I'm quite happy. But it's an open class car, but that started with a real, street STI, and how can I say that? It's very reasonable in terms of budget, that car, and I think it's a very good compromise with the speed we have with the money that was spent, and it's a very good base, and we're just going to improve from now on. So yeah, I'm quite happy. Everybody should be proud of what they've been doing in the team.
All right. Well, looking at running that same 16-mile stage again, obviously roads will be swept a little more. Looking forward to that, next pass.
Yeah, look forward. I'll try to improve, but David's going really well. So now it's really just I'm happy with the pace on some stages, but now we really have to focus on keep testing and try to change things and try to improve, but definitely when it's swept and it's faster, it's nice to go faster.
All right, well, good luck, and we'll catch up with you later tonight at day one finish.
Cool, thanks, Jim.
All right, we're here with George Plasek, running open class. I know I just talked to one of the drivers saying, I think it was Brenton Kelly saying was it Brenton or somebody was telling me they had a flat in front of you, and Lachlan actually, and so they dusted you out a little bit. I mean, how were things?
It was getting better. I mean, we had a horrible morning, lost a couple minutes in the first loop, and then starting to crawl all the way back, and then we were having a really, really good stage there, and Lachlan unfortunately got a flat tire, and we were stuck behind him for a couple of miles, and then really bad dust, so to stop on the stage a couple of times, but. Luckily he moved over, but lost a little time, but we'll make it up.
Other than that, the car seems to be running okay right now?
The car's running great. A couple little issues with the shifter, but other than that, we're working around and it's going good.
So, going back out, same stage over, 16 miles, you feel like swept roads, you guys will be able to make up a little time?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that was a really, really fun stage. We really enjoyed it, besides the dust at the end, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be really fun.
All right, well, thanks a lot, George. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're catching up here with Ramana. How's the car going? I know we got Derek Nelson here. You know, I guess you're borrowing the car from him, the gravel machine gun. I mean, how's it out there? You guys are leading right now, so you got to be pretty happy.
Yeah, we're very happy. We're actually very happy to be here. We had a big moment on that last stage, lost the brakes completely coming in the spectator point, and it was a proper butt clenching moment. But we got here, and I guess if you say we're still in the lead, I'll take that. But otherwise, the car's great. You know, we got the car set up really, really well, but just kind of a fluke with that brake failure. So we got it fixed, and we'll be good for the second run through.
Yep. Well, I got to ask you, obviously, this rear-wheel drive car, you know, a lot of horsepower. You know, a lot of the guys in all-wheel drive are complaining about the marbles and looseness. I mean, that's even compounded more with a rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely magnified on the tight, twisty stages like we had this morning. Noatzel, the last one we just did, is a lot faster and flowing, so we don't lose quite as much. But, you know, it's part of rally. Sometimes you have really tacky, grippy stages, and sometimes you have loose, rocky stages. So, you know, you take it as it goes and adapt as best as we can.
All right. Other than that, car on point, running well, and looking forward to tonight?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, making our way through the service park here, catching up with the Ford ST of Steve LaRosa. How's everything going, Steve?
Going really good. We did pretty well on that last stage. We ended up catching the car in front of us at mile 10, you know, and Allison's just like, hey, just slow down. We'll get around him in transit and make that time back up. And we're going to get around him after the gas, and hopefully we can turn it up a little more on that next stage. But the Fiesta's running awesome. Things running really good. Allison's doing a great job on the notes. This is only her second time on the notes, and she's killing it. So it's going real well.
Well, I know, you know, obviously some of the guys who were ahead of you having some struggles, so, you know, kind of puts you right back in there in the two-wheel drive class, huh?
Yeah, right now I think we're running second two-wheel drive, and we're happy with that. Now we got to get to the finish. So be a little aggressive when we can, but maintain the car and don't have any issues.
Yeah. Still a lot of rally left to go, right?
Oh, a lot of rally. Lots of miles tomorrow, and still a lot of miles left tonight, really, for stage miles. So should be good.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Steve, and we'll see you at the finish line.
All right. Thanks, Jim.
All right. Catching up here with Cameron Steele. You know, how's the car? I know you fought some troubles earlier, and you know, it seemed like fixed one problem, had a couple others pop up, but how's it running now?
Still having issues with the clutch. We're hoping that we can finish this next stage because it's slipping really bad, so we're not able to put the power down like we'd want to. But the car is running good besides that. But I'm just hoping that we can at least get through this next stage and then figure out something out, pull the transmission, find out what's wrong with the clutch, either put a new one in it or if we need to, maybe it's not put in properly. I don't know. It's difficult right now. It's frustrating.
So it's definitely something you think you can probably solve tonight, though?
Yeah, I think so. Worst case scenario, if it is scored up really bad or like burnt, then we'll scratch it up really good, and hopefully then we can get the grip again.
Well, I know, you know, obviously two-wheel drive's been a pretty wild rally for everybody, you know, guys in front of you, guys behind you. So, you know, anything can and will happen, it seems like, out here at Olympus.
Yeah, definitely. That is true. It looks like Troy found a welder, so it looks like he'll be super rallying tomorrow, which is a good thing. So I'm excited to have him back, make me push a little bit harder tomorrow, which is good. But, yeah, it's definitely crazy. I'm hoping that the heart holds together and we can get some points out of this rally.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Cameron, and good luck.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, catching up here with Tracy Gardner with Tag Rally Sport, pulling in the B-Spec Yaris. You know, how was that stage? 16 miles long. It was a long one.
It sure was long. A few uphills. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, we got to slide in some corners and stuff, so that was kind of fun. Hoping to next time through improve our times, speeds going through there. There's a lot of loose gravel, so kind of got it a little wiry sometimes.
How you know, overall, how's the car feeling? Running good?
Oh yeah, the car runs fine. It's really good. Tight in the corners, turns well. It's just, you know, the speeds we're trying to improve those. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you know, sounds like you guys are having a pretty good day running along, and Yaris running good. So good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Tracy. All right, winding things down here from the final service park of the day. Right now, open class leaders, David Higgins, followed by Antoine Lestage, who's running regional, like we've said all along. He's about minute 20 back, minute 15 back. We've got Adam Yeoman about 55 seconds back of Antoine Lestage. Nick Roberts currently sitting in fourth position, first in super production. Going down, we got Byron Garth in fifth outright. We got Peter Fatella sitting there in sixth. Only 2 seconds separating Peter Fatella from Byron Garth. We got Jeff Seahorn second in super production, followed by Lachlan O'Sullivan, who had that tire issue earlier on in the day. Going down the list even further, two-wheel drive leader currently Raman Alagaman, who is obviously had a few troubles, but the rest of the two-wheel drive field has as well. So he's currently sitting first in two-wheel drive. So we're winding things down. Another 16-mile stage, a repeat of the one they just did, and they're going to come in for the night. Conditions here, beautiful conditions, a little bit chilly, no breeze at all now. A little bit of clouds, see some sun peeking through. Looks like the sun's starting to go down. First car's on stage. Looks like they're going to be able to run it in the daylight. I think the final car's out. They're going to be running it at dark. So we'll be catching up with the drivers at the finish line at day number 1 here at the 2015 Olympus Rally, round 4 of the Rally America National Championship. I'm Jim Beaver, and this has been Rally America Radio. Got to thank Subaru and the all-new 2015 WRX STI. Be sure to follow Rally America on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as their website, rally-america.com. And be sure to follow our friends at iRally on Twitter, as well as download that iRally app for your Apple mobile device. We'll see you at the finish line at day number 1 here in just a little bit.
The Subaru WRX and WRX STI. A 268-horsepower, turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine rockets the WRX around corners and down straightaways. A race-ready 305-horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine keeps the WRX STI a rally legend. The Subaru WRX and WRX STI. It's not a sibling rivalry. It's a tag team. Get the latest from Subaru Rally Team USA at Subaru.com/rally.